Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to do this video because it will be a first impression review and demo on the new L.A Girl Pro Matte Foundation. I have been seeing this video or this foundation around YouTube or Instagram for so long, and I finally bought it. People seem to be raving about this foundation, so I'll put this foundation to the test. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So this is the L.A Girl Pro Matte High Definition Foundation. This is how the packaging looks like. It's a frosted glass bottle and it has like a suede matte kind of cap on top, and it comes with a bump, so it's very convenient, honestly. This foundation is not currently available on Nykaa, but I got this from a store, from an online store known as Hawk Makeup. I think so, it's Hawk Makeup. HOK. I will leave the link down below, definitely. But I got it from there, and I haven't seen this foundation on Nykaa yet. I think they'll launch soon, but I haven't seen it there yet. And I just guessed my shade, and I don't know if it's going to match me or not. I think it will be a bit light. I will tell the shade name soon. But this has 1 fluid ounce in it, and I do not have the L.A Girl launch their foundation like previous foundation. I think it was like the Pro Coverage foundation. I'm not quite sure about it, but I don't have that one. But I do have an L.A Girl BB cream here. This is the BB cream, and I love this, honestly. It's very dewy, very nice, good coverage. So I have used a couple of L.A Girl products with me, and we'll quickly go through the claims of this foundation, the product it has in it, and also the prices and the shade range. So this foundation actually claims to have a suede-like finish, which means it's not going to be completely dry onto the skin. It's going to have almost like a velvety texture where it's not too dry, it's not going to suck the life out of your skin, but it's going to look like your skin but better. So, and it has medium to full coverage. I honestly wear foundations that are almost medium, light to medium coverage, just because I like my foundations, I like my base to be very minimal, and I want my skin to breathe. And it says that it's going to smooth out your skin and minimize the appearance of your pores. Claims, we'll see if it fits all the claims or not. So I do not have any makeup on. I just moisturize my face with the Cetaphil moisturizer, and that's it. I do not have anything on my face, not even my brows, nothing. So yeah, we'll just get right into it. I'm in the shade light tan. Also, I just wanted to mention that I will be doing half of my face with a sponge. This is the EcoTools blending sponge, and I will be doing half of my face with a buffing brush. This is the Real Technique buffing brush. Starting off, we are going to be priming our face. For primer, I am going to use the Pac Moisture lotion. I really love this primer. This has been my go-to primer for quite some time now, so that I know I'm using a primer which I know it's not going to mess the foundation, just because I have used this primer time and again with my other foundations. So yeah, I'm just using this primer. This is such a good and hydrating primer, honestly. You just need this much amount, and it just does the work. It just gives a nice soft glow to your skin, and it's very hydrating. By the way, I just wanted to say that I do have dry skin, so I like to use a hydrating primer. If you have oily skin, then just go ahead with your normal primer, whichever primer you use. I know that I have dry skin and I need to moisturize my face all the time, so I use this particular primer. The right side of my face with a sponge, and the left side of my face. So we'll just start with one pump at the beginning. Okay. It's kind of thick. Can you see? It's kind of thick, and we'll see how it goes. So I finished both of my sides, and I want to say that this side looks really natural, really seamless, and it does really smooth out my skin. It's like looking really fresh and good. But this side of my face, it looks like it's sitting on top of my skin, especially this area right here. As I said, I'm not really good, and I really don't like blending in with a buffing brush or any foundation brush, so it doesn't really matter. But this side, it looks so flawless, and this side you can see there is like a lot of coverage, but this side it's very like light to medium, just because I used a sponge, and sponges tend to soak up some product, some excess product. So with this side, it looks so natural. And it's not tacky, I don't like tacky foundations just because I have to set it, and I don't like using powders as I have dry skin. So I don't like tacky foundations at all. But so I don't have to set it with a powder. It's like, I'll zoom you guys in so that you can see how my skin looks in person. Please excuse my blemishes, just because, as I said, I don't like putting too much product in there. So yeah, we'll just see how my skin looks now. This is as close as I can get to the camera, and you can see how my skin looks. It looks very soft, very nice, very smooth also. And this side also, it looks really smooth, but more smoother than this area, this side, because this side I used a brush and this side I used a sponge. So can you see like how my skin looks? This is how my skin is looking. Really nice and natural, and I do not have any foundation sinking into my nose also, which is always a good thing. You can see. Okay, so I just wanted to say that this foundation, I forgot to mention how much this foundation cost. This foundation is 1,250, and I know people say this is affordable, this is very like mid-range foundation, but I do think that it's really on the high side of foundation prices. It honestly sits onto the range of L'Oreal foundations, and this retails for, I believe, $10 outside US. So $10, it's around how much? It's around like $650 or $670. So I thought this foundation would launch here around like 800 to 600 range, but 1,250, 1,200, let's consider this. 1,200 for a foundation, it's not that cheap, it's not affordable, it's definitely not affordable. It's not high-end price, I know, it's not 3,000 or even 2,500 or anywhere around that range, but 1,500 is not a drugstore price foundation. And it's especially L.A. Girl, it's supposed to have like really good and affordable products, but this is not that affordable. This is like L'Oreal prices, which I don't consider affordable by any means. Like, this is how my makeup looks, this is how my base looks. I will do my concealer, my brows, my eye makeup, my lipsticks, everything, and I'll come back and I'll give you guys my thoughts, my final thoughts. So I just finished doing my whole face. I put some lashes on, did a brown smoky eye, and now we'll see how the foundation looks like. Honestly, the foundation is looking really nice, and I did not have any problem while blending my blush, bronzer, or even any highlighter. It just went on really smoothly, just like any other foundation would. It's looking really nice till now. I used the setting spray also. It's a bit matte. It's a suede-like finish, but it's on the matte side of course. For now, I'm quite impressed with the foundation, and I will be wearing it up like to 8 to 7 hours, and then I will come back at the end of the day and I will give you guys my thoughts. Now currently you can see it's 12:30 almost. You can see that it's 12:30. So by the end of the day I will give you guys my thoughts, but for now, yeah, well, I'll see you guys. Hello guys, I am so tired right now. Hey guys, this is the last time I'll be checking in with you regarding the foundation. It's officially 8 hours. It's 8:22 right now. You can see here it's 8:22, and I will be taking this makeup off at the moment after this video, just because I'm so tired. I filmed another video with this makeup on, so I filmed another video, I ate, I had my lunch, I slept for a while. I know you're not supposed to sleep with your makeup on, but I was so tired and I just slept for a few minutes there. So I just wanted to give you an update about this foundation and my final verdict on this foundation after it's been sitting on my face for like about 8 hours. So looking at the foundation, I still think it's like totally matte now. It's like full on matte, and throughout the entire day I did not feel anything like sitting heavy on my skin, and the foundation is looking pretty good. Yeah, I really like how my highlighter looks this side, and also I slept with this makeup on. I know you're not supposed to, but I slept and my foundation is still intact. It's not settling into any lines or anything as such. It's not coming off in around my nose, but the rest of my face looks good. Like, it still looks like I have like a full face on after 8 hours, which is pretty good. My bronzer is a little bit faded here, but that's okay because I slept in this side, and I know my lashes are looking totally off, and I'm just going to peel them off after this video. But yeah, I love this foundation. So I have gathered my thoughts about this foundation. If you have oily skin, I think you really love this foundation. I think this is going to be your go-to foundation if you have oily skin, because I have dry skin and I still love it. I still love this foundation. I have dry skin, mind you. So if you have oily skin, or if you're like too oily, if you're too oily in the summertime, you will love this. Even if you have dry skin, if you have very dry skin, I would definitely suggest putting a good moisturizer underneath, moisturizing your face nicely, and then going in with this foundation. This has actually suede like finish, and it's very soft to the touch. It's very soft. If you have dry skin, you do not need to set it with a setting powder. You do not need to do that. I did not set it and it's still on. I think it's a really long wearing foundation. It says it's long wearing, so I think it's long wearing. Medium to full. It definitely is medium to full. I know it's not covering up this area and this pimple, just because I didn't want to cover that area, but the rest of my face, it's like a good full coverage foundation. Overall, I think that this foundation is totally worth the hype that it's getting. I really love this. I think I'll be wearing it out in the summer a lot, since I do tend to get oily around this area in the summer. I will be wearing this out. I will next time pump a little less, just because I use a sponge. I will be wearing it throughout the week, testing it out continuously, and if anything is bad, or if I do not like this foundation after wearing it a couple of days, I will definitely update on that. So far, I really love it. It looks good in pictures too, because I took pictures. It does look good in pictures, honestly. So overall verdict, yeah, I really love this foundation. I did not think I would love it this much, but after going through the whole day, I can say that I love this. This is totally worth spending 12,050 rupees. I will leave the link in the description box down below where to get it and all the shade names and as such. Also, before leaving this video, I would definitely love you guys to subscribe to my channel. It will help me out a lot. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like this review, or if you enjoyed watching this video. I will see you guys in my next video real soon.